Welcome one, welcome all, welcome back. We are playing Riftbreaker. This is episode 5. And by the looks of it, what we're going to be having to do today is quite a bit of research and just getting everything upgraded so that the base can work a lot more efficiently. I think we was running out of room before as well, so I might have to extend up into that other carbonium region. And if we can, we'll see if we can find more resource spots. And we also do definitely need to get that cobalt mine up and running today. In this next episode. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bit of a problem because things are going to start requiring cobalt soon. I thought I fixed that ironium one last episode. However, it's just where we're really running out there. 8,000. Yeah, we're running out there. We need another one. Luckily, there's one. Here's one I made earlier. I don't know if anyone will get that reference. In the UK, there was a lot of there was a show called Art Attack. And it was just always funny because when it came to the simple stuff, there was just 5-10 minutes of, and then you do this, and then you do that, and it was just like, get to the hard stuff that we actually need an explanation of. And then when it got to the really hard stuff, like what you'll need is a 40-yard spool of nickel titanium wire, and then just go here's some that we found earlier. It's like right, thanks guys. When it comes to the hard stuff, you just ignore the entire point. So there's the rift station. We need to give energy to that part for it to work. That should be enough. Right, let's get this cobalt mine up and running. So what we're going to see here is an example of now. What we can also do here actually is encompass that carbonium mine. It's very frustrating. So you can't build walls over the mud. And enemies can come through it, but it's a bit... Well, let's try. So we've got a natural protection block here and there, so it's not too bad actually. We're gonna, let's keep going. Let's just get rid of these enemies. Let's be confident. Let's go all in. I mean, worst comes to the worst. Basically, the base gets trounced and we end up losing some carbonium, which isn't brilliant, but it is what it is. We won't be... There's a difference between confidence and stupidity though, so we're not going to be going for that second carbonium. So there's that. Is there any other natural bit that would come in useful there? No. What we'll do is we'll just go across here. And yes, good enough. So enemies will be able to get through here. I don't think they'll naturally go through there. They have to path in particular ways, and there will be certain enemies that can't go through it, but certain enemies can. And what we want to do is in research, we do have rare elements, so in 1 minute we'll be able to build that. So in the meantime, we may as well get some energy, because we will need energy. And we should, let's see an example. It should happen soon. I'll wait until it's built. We should see the word local up the top there. And what that means is where we've now got a second base, the energy of this base here is completely independent to this base here. And if we want to connect the two, we would have to use those particular little, you can see the little cyan dots there. They're called, what are they called? Well, energy connectors, there you go. We'd have to use energy connectors to connect the two bases. We likely won't be doing that because that's quite a distance. There is one particular tactic later on in the game where you can... Good. That usually comes with stronger wind power actually, I believe, so that would be very good. There we go. I find it really frustrating, the shapes of these... ores, because you get these resource patches. Yeah, but it will get more in wind. 200%. Oh, 300%. Nice. Is it going to go higher? 400%.
New buildings are available for construction.
Excellent. So, rare element mines. So, we'll get 1. Can we fit 3 on here? 2. Yeah, I hate the shape of these things, because a lot of the time you can't get particular parts of the resource patch, and then when they get worn out, you kind of have to put 2 or 3 weird ones just for the occasional 1,000 here and 1,000 there. It becomes very frustrating. I am wasting time because you know what I've forgotten? I've forgotten to get energy storage, because now that wind power is ramping up like mad at 400%, we have a fantastic opportunity to fill these batteries up super quick. So I will quickly build a few bits here, build a few bits there. We're going to go a bit over the top on those because, well, why not? And hopefully we have enough time so that they all get sorted. So there's the cobalt mine done. We've got energy, we've got cobalt. At the point that we struggle... Go on. Do we have time? Will it fill? It will. At 500 a second, that's not too bad. I don't think we're going to fill it all. Anyway, if ever there's an attack, what we can do is... So the energy-wise... I keep going off track there, apologies. Energy-wise, this is local, so these are 2 separate ones. The whole premise of Riftbreaker, though, is that all resources rift, or teleport, essentially. So our carbonium, even though these 2 aren't linked in any way to this base, we still get the resources, and it all becomes a central resource, as per the headquarters here. So let's go to research. There's a rare element mine, because we're nearly on renewable energies being completed. And we want the second one, really. We can't do that until that one's complete. So, there we go. Now we'll do that one, because we do want to get those to level 2. We also want to get batteries to level 2. What's this one? Liquid compression. So this is something I haven't actually used before. When I last played, liquid compression wasn't around. The way I understand it is essentially you can compress a liquid. But, what you used to have to do in the game is you used to have to pipe everything through. Oh, another Ironium has gone. I'm glad I got the other one online. So luckily most of the resources there, so that will still be going. It's just the recovery rate of it is going to be extremely poor, which is a shame. And you know what, I remember saying earlier that the armory produces weapons no matter what in terms of resources, but you know what, I think I went a bit because it says there, it doesn't say the -1 like it usually does. I think it's just where it builds ammo for almost anything, even if you don't have those weapons, and it was still creating. That's why it was still -1. Right, I'm rambling. What do I need to do? They don't have energy for some weird reason. What's going on there? I thought I put... There we go. I know what I can build here as well. I'll build that, and that means that I can always teleport there. So when you teleport yourself, it leaves your last rift. So as you can see, there's 2 triangles there. So you can naturally always rift to your headquarters, and then if you want to get back, so I can travel over here manually, if I were then to rift to my headquarters, that green triangle would be left behind, and I can always go between the 2. The problem with that is it's not permanent. So now I can go there, and this one is always here. It's the blue one now, so that will always be there. So whenever we're in trouble and we need to get to that base, we can go immediately to it. Now let's think. What next? We're at positive 116. We need to download the alien research technology, so we'll go ahead and do that. Add to research, 12 minutes. That's quite a long... We'll remove that for now. 5 minutes 59. That's a nice way of getting going. What else can we do while we're here? We can start to extend the base, actually. We are going to have to do that eventually, and there's no time like the present. This could go slightly wrong. So it's tempting to capture the carbonium deposits here, especially considering there's natural rock formations here, right? So we could actually build a wall just over this bit and through here. So it'd be a tiny amount of wall, a tiny wall there, and then we've got an alcove, and then we can just put the wall all the way down there into where the base is, and that would be that pretty much. This mud area is mostly intraversable apart from particular enemies. The reason I was worried about it there is because it's open in a 360-degree field, whereas here you can kind of block it off through this valley area that we saw before. It's tempting to do that, however I think it is still a bit early to be extending the base in that manner. It's a bit risky. However, if we're going to be extending over here anyway, you know what, let's be bold. We'll be bold in this particular Let's Play. I tend to be more of a conservative player and slowly creep my way across, but I can imagine that would be quite dull. So we'll just go for glory. And we just got to get rid of some of these little guys here. Easily done. So we've got a natural protection part here. So we shall put a wall here and here. And get rid of these guys. And then we've got another natural protective wall here. And then we'll build our artificial one. So this is quite close to this patch, so it's kind of risky to have... Oh, no. Wrong strategy. So yeah, once you get used to the enemy movements, they're pretty easy to take out at this stage of the game. However, at the late stage of the game, it's not quite that simple. Well, I say late stage, mid stage. It's interesting. The early stage is easy if you know what you're doing, and the late stage is actually pretty easy because by then you've got insanely overpowered towers. It's the mid game that's difficult. It ramps up in difficulty all of a sudden, and then kind of goes, yeah, solve that one, mate. So what we're going to do now is take these out. We're taking a bit of damage, but I'm not too worried. We're near our base. Oh, I'm worried about that. Right. Get the old Fist of Fury out. So if we look at the map here, we can kind of see that we've stopped off that bit, and we've got some natural areas here. However, what I want to do is try to capture that geothermal plant. So if we do that, and then that, and this, am I just about going to miss out on that Ironium? No, I'm not. Good. I can extend here, and we can then... That's fine, that's fine. Oh, I kind of messed up there. What we can do actually is go to there and go like that. Because there's a natural geological fix there. Yeah, that's fine. And then back to base. Right. So that's general exoskeleton of the base done. Let me out! Let me out! Ah! Where is this coming from? So it's coming from the north, so they will attack the walls most likely, unfortunately. And we don't have the time to really kind of get energy back up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a lot of our time... Actually, how much carbonium do we have? I can sell those walls now. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Profit, profit, profit. Money, money, money. Just want to make sure that I don't sell them while I'm maxed out of carbonium. Otherwise, there's no point. I'll just sell them and I won't actually get the carbonium. And then you're literally burning it through entirely without any recourse. Yeah, I've kind of I've really messed up here. I've spent too much time yakking, and I don't think that's going to go down too well. We will quickly get 2 artillery towers here, and then we'll get some rocket towers. Looks like they found some natural fauna, and we'll get some flame towers. And hopefully, I mean, yeah, those walls are going to be attacked, but we'll see what we can do. And we really should have a door here. Next to the mushroom. Get rid of that. Yeah, we're gonna have to, did I teleport from there at all? I did not, so we're gonna have to manually do this. This this
Okay, we've got all the necessary
could
technology down.
this could be the end.
This building requires a supply
It's not too bad actually. These ones aren't the shooty ones.
Best to place it close to a pool of mud or sludge that we can filter.
And those. Right. So yeah, this is the problem when you extend out too far, too fast. It just becomes impossible to actually maintain it all. And the reason for that is kind of obvious, right? We can only have a certain amount of all. I've not got any research selected, which is bad. So we've got alien research, so that one's done. Basic resource production, I'm definitely getting that one next, because that means for every single for every single resource mine that you have, it's gonna take 2 of that resource out. So for example, we only had 8,000 ironium left on that particular patch. We could actually get 16,000 out of that now. It increases the efficiency of the miners. So we'll be very much looking forward to that. So we've got our cobalt mine, we've had an attack, we've started to extend the base, we've captured everything around there. Let's see how we did there, how well the towers did. They should have been absolutely fine if anything even came around there. Stuff did go around there because we can see a big old pile of mess. It seems to be finding something there. Oh, there we go. Hello, that looks like a bit of an ambush. One thing we need to add here is a radar tower. And with that, I think we'll call it a day. I'll just add it to the edge there. And we'll see what result we get. We should be able to then suddenly see a lot more enemies, because we're going to have to cover and flat all of this area of the base as well. I mean, we've got the exoskeleton, we're going to have to build it out a bit more. So now that the radar is there, any artillery weapons that can reach these patches will attack those patches. Which is beneficial in a sense, but also not beneficial because now I've drawn in more attacks. Okay, we'll call that a day, and hopefully this research will get done fairly soon, and construct the alien research laboratory building. We'll do that next episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and I shall see you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.